Malaking palaisipan kung saan-saan nakarating at sino-sino ang nakabili ng mga nahukay na ginto sa Magroyo. Sa dami ng aming napagtanungan, isa lang ang umamin.
Mga ilan ho yung nabili niyo, Mrs. Medrano?
Mga 200,000.
Worth? Mga ilang piraso po yun?
Ay, marami.
Mag-aari ni Aling Lili ang katabing lupa kung saan nahukay ni Berto ang ginto. Hindi niya nabilang ang nabili niya noon. Basta may baston, may pulseras at mga kwintas daw. Isa lang ang itinira niya para sa sarili.
Napaka-pino, ha? Paano nila ginawa ito?
2 metro daw ang tunay na haba ng kwintas. Binili niya ng 25,000 pesos at pagkatapos pinagputol-putol para ibigay sa kanyang mga anak. Nakabili din siya ng sinturong ginto sa halagang 19,000 pesos.
Gaano po ang kalaki?
Dako. Sa isa ka belt ng lalaki.
Maganda po ba?
Ay, sus, kagwapo.
Napilitan daw siyang ibenta ito agad ng 65,000 pesos sa isang Muslim.
Malaki na yung sinturon. Mamatay ikaw. Yung mga tao. Marami yung mga tao na magpunta sa amin. Bisan mga sundalos, mga sibilyan, tanan, tao.
Lahat sila gustong bumili ng ginto.
Oo.
Hindi raw maipagkakaila kung sino-sino ang bumili ng ginto. Mabilis ang mga transaksyon. Sinasabing ang gintong sinturon na binili kay Aling Lili ay naipasa sa Maynila sa halagang 300,000 pesos.
One piece of jewelry could have changed hands from 5 to 6 times. And during the process, every time na may deal, the value goes up.
Ang presyo daw noon ay binabase lang sa timbang ng ginto at halaga nito sa merkado.
There was nobody mentioning historical value. There was never any mention of any historical value. But ang bottom line is money. Pera-pera lang talaga.
Sa gold exhibit sa Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas napunta ang 30% ng tinatawag na Surigao Treasure. Si dating Central Bank Governor Jimmy Laya ang nag-umpisang bumili ng antigong ginto kahit hindi ito saklaw ng trabaho ng PSP.
I was basically concerned that here was this national treasure, and the news at the time was that the treasure hunters, the people who discovered it, were really just cannibalizing the gold. So if you had, let's say, 3 people who were involved in a particular discovery, what they did was to chop up the object into 3 parts and distribute it. So I thought it was a pity that we would let something as valuable to our history just be dissipated away. So I thought the central bank should get into the picture.
Dating Education Minister at kilala rin na art collector si Laya, kaya't inalok siya ng mga gold dealers. Ang isa sa una niyang binili ay ang mga gintong sinturon.
The workmanship is obviously excellent. Obviously, our people were not only craftsmen, excellent craftsmen, but they were also rich enough to wear something like this. They ought to be preserved and preserved in a public collection where people could see them.
Ang pinakamalaking sinturon sa exhibit ay binili ng BSP sa halagang 851,000 pesos. Kung gagayahin ito ngayon, aabutin daw ng may 1 taon ang paggawa ng gintong sinturon na ito. 2 milyon ang hininging budget ni Laya sa Monetary Board para sa pagbili ng mga antigong pyesa para sa Central Bank. Nadagdagan daw ito ng sumunod na 2 o 3 taon. Sa mga inilipat sa kanya noon, 2 kakaibang pyesa ang tandang-tanda ni Laya. Isa, ang halos 5 metrong kamagi necklace na higit 1 kilo ang bigat.
Actually, I don't know if it is several necklaces strung together, but that's how it was brought to the central bank. So it could have been one long necklace wound around someone's princess's or some queen's neck several times.
Ang ikalawang pyesa na kanyang hinangaan pero hindi binili ay ang higit 4 na kilong sacred thread. Isang litrato na nagpapakitang hanggang sahig ang gintong sablay kung suot ng bata ang ipinadala sa opisina ni Laya.
The asking price was 4.5 million, and I didn't feel that it was easy to defend such a purchase. And so I decided reluctantly, never mind na lang. And so it went to a private collector for much less. because that's how the psychology is of the antiques trade. If something is offered to someone and then he turns it down, the next guy in line usually is able to get it at a much lower price. So it's tricky.
Sabi ni Laya, hindi raw siya nakikipagtawaran sa presyo ng mga dealer dahil kakaibang ingat ang kailangan bilang opisyal ng gobyerno. At di tulad ng mga private collector na pwedeng maging mapili, mas maraming kailangan timbangin at isipin ang isang taong gobyerno tulad niya.
Should I let this piece be melted or not? You know, even if it is not really top rate, because as far as the private collector is concerned, you know, okay, top rate, I'll buy it. Second rate, never mind. On the other hand, here you have that additional consideration.
Why? Was that the protocol? If they couldn't sell it, then melt it?
That usually happened, or that sometimes happened, or at least that was the threat. And knowing that people really chopped up objects, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Did you see chopped up objects?
Yes, those buckles must have been attached to a belt, but the belt is no longer around.
Okay, they chopped it up so that they could...
Split it and sell it separately.
Nakalulungkot isipin at maaaring kinahinatnan ng ating gintong pamana. Sa pagkasira at pagtunaw ng bawat piraso ng ginto, para na rin nating habang buhay na binura sa ating kamalayan ang isang malaking bahagi ng ating kasaysayan. Susunod, si Berto at ang kanyang natuklasang ginto muling magkikita.